Hey guys, Chris again, also known as the Real C-Mac on ECF Vaportron YouTube. Going to be doing a device review today. I just finished reviewing the iTaste MVP. Contained within the MVP kit are two dual coil clearomizers from Innokin. I believe these are going to go by the name of the iClear. Okay. I also believe these are the first dual coil clearomizers available, and we're going to take a look at them. First off, let's break it down. We got our tip here, very similar to other clearomizers you may know. Bottom comes off, okay? Then we have a graduated scale here up to 1.6 milliliters. You can see that, 1.6. And then we have our base, okay? Okay, so there's our base. We have 4 wicks sticking out there that are going to absorb your juice. Fairly thick wicks. I believe these might be 3mm wicks. They're at least 2, if not 3. You have your silicone cap on here, and also this part of the body does screw off. Okay, so this is going to be a replaceable head here, a replaceable atomizer head. So fully replaceable, fully able to break it down and clean it. Let's screw that back on, and let's take a look inside. Now I'm going to max out my zoom here. Alright, well, it's a little difficult to see. Each wick, one is on top of the other. You can kind of see the coil on the top one there. There's also a coil on the bottom one. Okay, so we're dealing with 2 coils in this clearomizer. Let's zoom back out here because my arm got tired. You got the 2 wicks. Each one has a coil, dual coil clearomizer. Let's put it back together. Okay, easy to go together. Oh, I forgot my silicone cap. One thing about the silicone cap, it does have slots. The cap here has slots in it. Alright, you're going to want to match that up with the wicks when you put it on, because the top wick is higher than the bottom wick. Make sure that's on there correctly. Alright, and another thing, the little nub at the top here, I quite like this when you're filling. You can just push that, just nudge it right out of the way, get your bottle tip in there. Makes for very easy filling. So we're just going to pop that back together. Real simple. Top goes back on. I think this top might even fit on the Stardust. I'm not sure. I don't have any. Alright, so I have a filled up one here. I'm not going to show the filling up process. Most of you probably already know that. It's on the MVP right now. I have it at 3.7 volts. This is a 2.2 ohm clearomizer. Okay, so considered low resistance. I find even at 3.7 volts, the vape is quite warm. Okay, I'm not a big fan of warm vape, so I definitely don't put it over that unless I'm really wanting a stronger throat hit. But let's take a vape. Alright, dual coil goodness. Tons of vapor out of this thing. Flavor-wise, I find it to be excellent. I've run probably 10 tanks through this thing, and it's still kicking out great flavor. I've cleaned it once in between. I always try to clean my clearomizers a couple times. Well, at least once every 3 or 4 tanks, just to get some of that gunk off the coils, okay? So, still producing great flavor. And the throat hit is pretty darn good. No complaints about the throat hit. If you want a little more, bump it up a bit. As I said, it does produce a much warmer vape at higher voltages. But all in all, I think this thing works really, really well. And I have to say that out of all the clearomizers I've tried, I'm going to put this one at the top. I think this is the best clearomizer that I have used, period. Um, I like the draw. It's somewhere between, it's kind of in the middle ground of stiff and airy. I know that doesn't tell you much, but that's what I find with this. It's just a performer. That dual coil, those two coils burning that liquid really seem to make a big impact on my vaping. I should also mention, because these are dual coil and fairly low ohms, you might want to, it'll significantly decrease your, say you have an Ego battery or a Twister, or any battery for that matter, it'll probably drain it faster. As far as pricing goes on this, so far they're not even available from what I can see. I believe, like I said, they're going to be called the iClear. Hopefully some Canadian vendors are going to pick them up, and hopefully you'll get to try these, because I really like them. And that's it. That's all I got. The dual coil clearomizer, the iClear from Innokin. Excellent clearomizer, and highly recommended. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll be back with more reviews.